Hello and welcome back to Mill Kit Reviews. Right, now what have we got here? Something I've been waiting for a long time. It was about a year ago that I reviewed the All Hazards Prime pack. And I must admit that pack, right, if you're familiar with it, is one formidable piece of kit. I fell madly in love with it at the time. I use it a lot. There have been occasions where it's just been that little bit too big for what I wanted to use it for. Right, and I've often kicked myself thinking, I wish they'd done a smaller version. Well, here it is. Right, this is the All Hazards Nitro. Right, and it is an exact scaled down copy of the All Hazards Prime pack. So if you've got the All Hazards Prime and you want one of these, just think about it, half the size. Right, and then you won't be far off of exactly what you're about to see with this. Right. It's got so many features, I've got to be honest with you, it's difficult to say where to start from. Right, I think the most important thing is, right, is to just take a close look at the uses for this. Right, this is it in the double tap colour option. Right, there's other colours, I think you've got sort of sandstone, black, possibly green. Right, but take a look at 5.11's website if there's anything you need to know about colour options. Right, the material itself is pretty much waterproof. Right, I'm not going to say it is, right, for fear of somebody coming back and proving me wrong. I've had this out in the rain. Right, it's middle of the winter here in the UK. Right, and believe me, we get plenty of rain, which is why I'm filming indoors today. Unfortunately, it's filthy rotten weather out there. We've got horizontal rain and sort of 80-90 mile an hour winds. So unfortunately, I'm banished to under the roof filming, which I don't really like. Right, but that's neither here nor there. Right, we start at the front and work our way back with this. I think it's really the only option that we've got. Right, the front panel that we have here, we've got the 5.11 rubberized logo down here. We've got two rows of 4 MOLLE straps. This one here is a double strap, okay, with the 5.11 badge on it. But when we move up onto the patch panel up here, this is, although you have the 1-inch openings that you get on your MOLLE straps, this patch, which is 3 loops wide by 4 loops wide, right, it has the slots in here. Right, I don't know why it didn't feel like it on the, let me just check this one here because I thought, yeah, they are all open. Right, sorry. Right, so you've got an extra 3 rows of MOLLE there with the loop side velcro. So a nice big patch panel there for patch addicts and those that need it for recognition at work. Right, let's move into here. We've got a pocket that comes down to there. Okay, so it's not full depth on this, it's down to there. But I find that really useful for bits and pieces that you need to get quick access to. Right, open this up. Right, and here we have what we've all become accustomed to. We've got 5.11 packs and bags. Sorry, the organiser section. Right, nice big section there. Right, I mean you get batteries, flashlights in there, a couple of pen loops, business cards, right, in there. Right, this one here, right, is down to the bottom. We've got a bigger one here that goes down halfway, okay, and not forgetting you've got the whole area that you can tuck things into. Right, YKK zippers throughout on this, right, same as everything else that you buy 5.11. If it's got a zip on it, it's a YKK zipper. Right, the actual size of the pack, right, something I didn't mention, right, 19 inches tall, 9 inches wide, 4.5 inches deep. Right, now this is, I'm pretty sure that's your main compartment because this is actually deeper than that across the board. But you get a rough idea of the sizes from there. Undo these 2 adjustable quick release buckles and we can fold this out. Now this is very adjustable, as you will see. Right, you can then, once you get it out, you can open this up. This is great for stuffing coats into waterproofs. You've got a wet jacket, you don't want your gear inside getting wet, right, you can tuck it in there, do your buckles up, and you can sink it back down again with your straps. Right, works very, very well. Used that a lot on the All Hazards Prime. Right, and again, right, it came in handy only a few days ago with a wet coat, right, when I went indoors. In it went, and everything else stays nice and dry. We've got another MOLLE loop velcro name tape bar up the top here. Right, again, 4 loops wide. You've just got the one panel, so ideal for a name tape up on the top. We'll open up the next compartment. This is like a an Aladdin's Cave. It's a bit of a TARDIS, this bag. I think I said that on the Prime Pack review. Right, but open this up, full clamshell opening, right, 180 degrees, right, lots of MOLLE webbing in here, bright orange high vis panels inside, right, so if you really are in a bit of a pickle and you need to make your location clearly visible, you can open this up and away you go. So you've got nice orange marker panels there, which at the end of the day, right, is if you're looking for some sort of air support to come and collect you, right, there's a nice orange panel there for them. Right, this is a removable couch here. Right, I've got first aid kit bits and pieces in there. That just sits nicely in there. If you need to take it out and throw it to someone, it's easily done. If you don't need the bag in there, it's easily left at home. It's your choice. Right, let's just zip this one up. Bear with me. If not, you very easily get lost there. Right, or I can. Right, what else have we got? We've got the main compartment. If you just bear with me, we'll unzip this. Again, 180 degree opening, got some orange in there. A nice big pocket here. You get a tablet inside there quite nicely, right, or a small laptop, right, it's great. Right, in the back here we've got another big pocket, right, and obviously you've got the main compartment there. Right, excuse me, zip this up. You've got grab handles on the bottom, which is what we've become accustomed to with the All Hazards Prime. So if you've got this sitting in the back of a vehicle, you've got one on the other side as well. Right, you can also use these as attachment points. You've got 4 loop attachments there for strapping things on. You can also use these as well if you needed to. Got a drain grommet in the bottom there. Right, you might, if you're in dusty environments, you might think about putting a bit of tape over the inside of that to stop the dust ingressing into the pack. Obviously that's your choice. Sorry. Moving around to the top, we've got a nice sort of velour lined microfiber sunglasses pocket. You can keep your phone in there. Right, anything you don't want to get damaged, you want easy to hand. Right, flipping it over. Right, this chest harness, right, shoulder strap system that 5.11 got together. The ergonomics of this, right, I mean, they're absolutely superb. They just fit so well around the back of the neck. Right, and this shape here, right, fits around your arms, your shoulders perfectly. Right, it really is great. Right, and as you can see, you've got plenty of MOLLE right down the straps as well. Quick release buckles down the bottom here, right, which have got these covers on them, which are really quite handy if you don't want them to be undone easily. Right, you know, by mistake. Right, you just quick release and drop the pack. Right, lots and lots of thought gone into this. Right, you've got buckles on the bottom here. Right, if you're going to load this pack right up, right, and you want the assistance of a waist belt, then you thread them through here. Okay, so if you're thinking about the Brocos belt, right, that would fit with this. Right, obviously it would depend on the width of the belt that you're running through the Brocos belt system. Right, but that will attach to this with no problem at all. Right, plenty of ventilation in the back here, nice big wide aeration channels. The foam, right, and the mesh covering, right, it's great. I mean, the foam inside is full of aeration, right, ventilation holes. Sorry, this covering on here, right, again is nice big openings in it, so plenty of ventilation. A couple of anti-slip patches down the bottom. This stuff really works. You've heard me say this before if you've seen my other videos. Right, really works. Right, it's so grippy, it's unreal. Right, you get a chest strap with this, which will fit on these. I mean, it's obviously adjustable. Right, I don't use it, so I've just unclipped it, but it's very easy to unclip. Right, you just literally just snap it off, tuck it through, and then clip it back up. As we're trying to do it back to front, but yeah, I'm sure you get the gist of it. That's it. Right, the same on the other side. Then you've got your sternum strap in place. Okay. One final thing with this. This is what I mean. Even though this is a small day pack, right, 5.11 have still gone and put this around that side. space for your bladder. Right, you're going to get probably a 2 litre bladder in this maximum, right, but you've still got room for your bladder. You've got your exit hole up through the top here, and also a hanging loop there, right, and not forgetting the toggles, right, which are tucked, you won't get to see those in this. The toggles up there, if the top of your bladder has got the 2 holes in it, right, rather than the hanging loop attachment, right, that's been thought of as well. Jump onto the sides, right, this pocket here runs right the way down the side, comes out at the bottom. You keep ropes down there, walking poles, right, whatever you may need. Right, there's an attachment up here, right, which if you was going to use that as for walking poles, or maybe a nightstick, batten or what have you, right, you can do that up round the top to stop it sliding out the bottom. 2 full MOLLE loops, 6 rows deep. You've got these little half loops here, which can come in handy for attaching small carabiners to if you need to. The top 2 loops, right, on both sides, a Velcro loop again, so you can put reflective patches on there if you needed to, any type of sort of insignia logos you may need. The bag itself, right, I mean, I've got to say this, right, as an overall finishing point, the bag itself really is sort of heaven sent for me. It's ticked, I don't know how many boxes, a hell of a lot of boxes. Right, I did actually forget that you've got this really strong, right, padded grab handle. Good thing about that grab handle, so same with the All Hazards Prime pack, I'm sort of digress for a second, but this is important. When you've got this bag filled, that bag is so centrally aligned, when you pick it up, right, it just hangs straight. Right, you know, it's none of this where it's sort of going at an angle and it's causing you real problems, right. That is very, very good, the position of that handle, right. Every bag manufacturer in the world wants to take note of this, right, because some of them are very badly positioned, but we won't go into those. Sorry. Back to the versatility of this pack. It's ticked so many boxes. This pack is the one that I've been waiting for now since I saw the All Hazards Prime. Right, it's just that great everyday carry, right, pack that so many people will find so much benefit from and so much use out of. Right, it's really good, really good. If there's anything that you want to know about any of the videos, this one included, please feel free to drop me a line. Right, I've had, right, over the Christmas period and towards the end of 2013, right, several sort of private messages through YouTube. Right, you know, I hope you don't mind me asking. Sorry to trouble you. Don't be afraid to ask. If there's a question that you have, right, fire away. If I don't know the answer, and bear in mind I probably will, because I've got the product that I've reviewed, right, this is mine, right, I use it every day, well, pretty much every day. I can pretty much answer the questions that you may have. If I don't know, I'll tell you I don't know, but then I'll try and find you someone that can answer it. It won't go ignored. Right, I mean, I felt for one guy, I had a message the other day in relation to a coat that I reviewed, about a year or so ago, right, and he said after, thank you very much for coming back to me, you're the only person who responded on YouTube, and he went on to say how many people he'd asked this question to, and it was very simple. Right, it took me 2 seconds to bang the response out. Right, you know, and I don't mind doing it. That's why I'm doing the reviews. Right, they're great products. Right, they're fantastic quality that 5.11 turn out. I've been using their equipment for years. Right, I love it to death. Right, you know, at the end of the day, if I didn't believe in it, if I didn't like it, I wouldn't review it. Right, you know, it's as simple as that. Right, and I would never ever recommend anything that I never used myself. Right, or I didn't believe in. It will stand up to the task it's designed for. Got to remember, this is all professional kit, right? It's not some of this sort of like the cheap and nasty airsoft copies that you might find scattered around, that as soon as you go and put a couple of library books in it, the straps fall off. This stuff's built to last, and last it does. That's enough of me waffling. Right, thank you very much for watching. If you're new to Milk It Reviews, please hit the subscribe button. Right, if anything, just so that you get the email updates on the new reviews that are coming out. I've got a few to publish in the next few days. Right, there's more coming. 5.11 have just going to release some fantastic products. Right, I'm really quite taken by their product releases this year, and it's costing me too much. Right, but there you go. But thanks for watching. Bye bye.